So it's a Barker accident back in the reaction video. They were reacting to something that's kind of sad to hear. The massive California shooting should just happened. I prayed that it was like at least 12 killed at the Oak Bar. And, every time I hear something like this, I just feel humanity takes a step back. Like humanity, we take a step forward, but we also take a step back, and it's all the time. We never just go forward or take a step back because something tragic like this always happens. Like we had that shooting at the game thing that happened like a few months ago. Then we had the shooting with the guy who shot at the Jewish church. It's like all these shootings, and it's awful. And I feel it's all over dumb reasons. Like it's never anything serious. It's just a person being mad, or they don't like this person, they don't like that group, that religion. I feel it just really shows like we humans just how far we really haven't come. I guess that we've really taken a step back from from what we are. Like every time we move forward, we just take a step back, and it's so sad to hear this. The reason I'm reacting to is I haven't heard anything about it. I want to react to it and give my thoughts and share it with you guys. So as you guys know, please like and subscribe. Link below in the description. Reasonville, so that's my Facebook and Twitter. And please give me your thoughts on this yourself after I get my thoughts and tell me what you guys think of this whole thing. But let's get right into the video.
We have breaking news about that deadly mass shooting in a Southern California bar and country music venue. The Ventura County Sheriff says a gunman opened fire inside as it was crowded with more than 100 people.
Wow.
Many of them college students. He killed 12 people, including a sheriff sergeant who was responding to the scene. Police found the
Wow, hold on, man. That's almost. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry, but the fact that he said the person is open, started shooting 100 people, killed college kids, killed the slave. But it's like why? It's always a question like why. And every time I get around it, it's never a real answer. I feel at least I saw one. Like, was this dude just mad? They feel just shooting up a place or something? Like it's just like why do that?
Shooter dead inside, and they reportedly have identified him. He is believed to be 29 years old, but his identity has not yet been released. The rampage took place at the Borderline Bar and Grill. That's in Thousand Oaks, about 40 miles northwest of Los Angeles.
Wow.
Authorities still do not have a motive for this shooting. Carter Evans is near the scene in Thousand Oaks. Carter, good morning to you. What's the latest?
Well, police and sheriff's investigators have just identified the shooter. They say he is 28-year-old Ian Long. He lives in Newbury Park, not too far from here, just a few minutes away. And police say they've had a few run-ins with him before, but nothing serious. Witnesses say the shooter entered when everybody was having a good time last night, dancing on the dance floor. He stormed through the door and opened fire.
Why?
Police with guns drawn swarmed a bar in Thousand Oaks, California just before midnight Wednesday as people bloody and hurt ran for their lives.
Everyone was hanging out. All of a sudden we heard a bunch of shots.
The weapon was a black semi-automatic.
Witnesses say the gunman shot the bouncer at the front door and then fired multiple rounds inside the Borderline Bar and Grill, reloading and setting off smoke bombs.
It's a horrific scene in there.
Ben Campbell said he was dancing when he heard the gunshots and immediately hit the ground.
Windows broke, I just hopped out the window and was one of the last people out. I didn't see anybody, I didn't see any guns, and I just ran.
Once safely outside, those who were uninjured hugged and cried, traumatized and worried about the others still inside.
It doesn't matter what community you're in. It doesn't matter how safe your community is. It can happen anywhere.
I just started hearing these big pops, pop, pop, pop.
John was inside the bar near the front door with his stepdad. He said they watched the gunman shoot the bouncer and then move through the bar.
I ran out the front door. I hear chairs being thrown out the window. People were trying to get out the window. And the gunman went behind the cash register. There was probably 12 shots before I got out the front door. And he reloaded and he kept on popping them off.
Tim is John's stepdad. He said he regrets not staying in the bar to help other victims.
There was just young people, like young.
But you're supposed to get the shot out.
Just have.
Oh, guys, sorry about that. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Let's finish this.
Maniac came in and started shooting people for no reason at all.
It's always no reason.
More now about the shooter, 28-year-old Ian Long. Investigators say he is a former Marine. They are trying to determine a motive for this crime, but there still is none, at least just yet. He lives not far from here in a town called Newberry Park, and police are at his home right now. They were able to identify him with evidence at the scene, we understand. By the way, according to FBI data, Thousand Oaks, where we are right now, is considered the third safest city in the country.
Wow, really? I guess not.
Carter, thank you.
That's not funny. Well, guys, that's the end of the video. If you guys want me to keep following this, the news and everything, comment down below if you guys want me to keep following this. But, hold on, let me go back a little bit, because I believe he said, I don't know, let me go back a little bit.
They say you're supposed to deny your crazy.
Never mind, of course, fucking ants. But, sorry, guys, but they say he was a former Marine. They say he was 28, 29, whatever. But that's the funny thing. So he just walked in and he just started shooting. The guy said first he shot the bouncer. Then he said he walked behind the castle. So was he trying to riot the place and he just started shooting other people? And the crazy thing, like you said, it's supposed to be. That's why I was laughing. Not because it was gone, because it was supposed to be the third safest place in the city. But nowhere is safe. I believe no place should be marked the safest place. Some places might be better than other places, but no places is safe because like say anything like that can happen anywhere. And the really suck about it was a former Marine, a person who put his line on lines to fight for our country and to protect us, goes in a bar and shoots people for the innocent people, people who were having a good time, who were partying. So those young people, they were college kids. That is a bar and grill. That's a place you go to have a good time. It's supposed to be a place of happiness. And he came in and just started unloading and shooting throughout smoke, like I said, smoke grenades for whatever fuck the reason. I don't know why, but he threw out smoke grenades, and it's just like, it's like, why? And like you said, they can't even find a reason like why he was just walking and he started shooting us. Now I often know because like he has the thing they get when officers come back from war and they're really messed up. Maybe that's the reason. But I just don't know. And like they say, it's just a fact. It was that it just happened. Even the guy said he felt bad that he couldn't go back in and help other people out. But like I don't think he should feel bad because you can't help them if you're dead. Like obviously when somebody goes on, your first thought is to get out and to get to safety first. And then like once I got to safety first, and now I ran back for other people. But at the moment, it's really about getting yourself out first because you can't help other people if you're dead, right? But sorry guys, just hearing this really just like it irks me, and it irks me a lot just because like why? Like, why all this, like, death and destruction? Like, just why? Why kill these people? Why walk and do this? Like, did he need the money or something? That wasn't probably. It just makes no sense. It just makes no sense. Like you said, there was young people there, and it's just like, why go in there and do that? And the fact that he was a Marine, a person, like I said, who was supposed to protect this country and the people in it, it's from the threat out there, but instead he's the threat. It's like, can you really trust anybody? And it's just heartbreaking here, guys. Like I said, it feels like every time humanity or just takes a step forward, we just take a giant step backwards, and it really makes me upset just to hear this because it really pisses me off, like on such a level. Because like, why go in there and kill these people, especially if it's for no reason? If it's for no reason, like you're a piece of shit. Why go in there? Why kill these people? People who've never done it. You people who just having a good time being with their friends and family. Why go there and shield this place? For what reason? And just it just pissed me off, God. The fact he's only like 28, 29, he's still very young. He's a Marine. Probably went to the Marines when he was in high school or in college or whatever. Probably when he was still very young, but he's a Marine. The fact that, like I said, they say he had trouble with him before, but nothing serious. And all of a sudden, he just walks into a bar and just fucking unloads, shoot the bouncer, unload, and kills like 12 people. Like, come on. Including, like, I think he said an officer or sheriff officer that was there on scene. Like, it just makes me sad, guys, every time I hear this. But anyway, guys, in the video, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section about this whole thing. Like I said, if you guys want me to keep going and keep reacting with the story and keep up with it, I will. But just tell me down in the comment section down below. If you like, please hit the like. Please, if you like and you enjoy my reaction, please hit the like button. And if you want more videos from me, please subscribe. And like I said, just tell me your thoughts down below about this. It just makes me sad. I don't really only like reacting to things like this, but you got to, right? But anyway, guys, like I said before, link down below in the description. Reserville was my Facebook and Twitter. Like I said, again, please make sure to like and subscribe. Again, tell me your thoughts and comments down below. But it's your boy, X, and I'm out. Peace. All you guys try to have a blessed and safe night. And let's just pray for all those people.